All right, ladies and gents, I'm back in my normal shooting location since last video didn't work out so well with being at my own house because I have a bunch of nosy ass neighbors, but it is what it is. Back in my location today, I got the Tucson with me and we're gonna be doing the top 5 things that I dislike about the 2022 Hyundai Tucson. So I'm gonna jump right into it and not waste any time. I'm gonna start right now with number 1. It's gonna involve me going back to the rear of the vehicle. And it is the smart liftgate. I have a few complaints about this, but instead of doing, 1, 2, and 3 reasons, I'll just put all 3 reasons into the top 1 reason that I dislike about this car. So anybody that's familiar with the 2022 Tucson and newer, it does have a smart liftgate, which you can either activate from holding the button on the remote. There's a button inside the cabin as well, or if it's locked, it's locked right now.
Yeah.
While it's locked, let's say you're leaving the grocery store, walking up to the car, got a bunch of groceries in your hand. I'm gonna just put the key right here on my waist, sort of. I'm gonna try to keep it right there and walk up to the back of the vehicle. Let me zoom out a little bit actually. So with the key fob on my person, I'm gonna walk up to the back of the vehicle and you shall see the lights start flashing. That's letting me know that the trunk is about to open. Beep 5 times, step back a little bit and the lift gate will open. Now to close the power lift gate, you have several different ways you can do it. You can either tap this button right here to close it, or you can tap this button here. On the key fob, which is one of the reasons I dislike, you see how it says hold on the trunk release button? And also if I go inside the vehicle, it is the same thing right here where you have to hold the button, and you literally have to do that the entire time while the trunk is closing. And personally, I kind of feel it's dumb. I mean, I'm pretty sure Hyundai has the reasons for it, but just for one touch operation, you either touch this or this. I just tested this one, it does do the same thing. So easy one would be this, and this also how you would adjust how far it opens. So you just tap it right there and it'll close automatically for you. Now to open the trunk, if the car is unlocked, which it is now because I had to unlock it to go inside to show the other trunk button. Now, the remote, the smart button release is way down here. So for somebody who's pretty tall, I pretty much, where I have the camera right now is gonna be my point of view. So I'm walking to the back of the car. I literally have to kind of bend down or squat down to get to this to open the trunk. And of course you tap that opens on its own. So particularly somebody of my height would not really enjoy this because it does involve you having to bend or squat down to reach that button, or like I said, you just have to depend on using this the whole time, or you press and hold it and watch. If I let go of the button, it's gonna stop. See, it's beeping, it's stopping, letting me know that hey, you gotta hold the button to close it. So I'll press and hold it again and then it goes back up. So now I gotta press and hold it the entire time until it closes. Well, at least the good thing is to open it with the key fob, you just press and hold it, and that's it. You let go, opens on its own. So yeah, the smart liftgate operation is kind of dumb. And another thing I don't like as well is how sensitive it is. Like I could literally just be walking behind the car, and usually I have the keys on me all the time if I'm stepping outside in the garage or whatnot. It's the downfall of living by the airport. Planes fly above your head every single 5 minutes. But like I was saying, the power liftgate operation, when it comes to, the smart operation of you going nearer to open, like the proximity sensors, it is extremely, very, very sensitive. I can just be walking near the cars, either go take out the trash or just having to walk by the car, even if I'm walking in between my car and the Tucson in the garage, and it starts beeping because it thinks I'm trying to go into the trunk. And a lot of times I just be walking by it just like this, and it'll start beeping. I mean, let me lock it to kind of demonstrate that for you. So now it's locked. We're gonna wait a few seconds because it does take a little while to to recirculate its alarm system. So look, I'm literally gonna just walk by the car. Oh, now you don't want to do it, huh? Yes, walk behind the car. See, it starts flashing. It thinks I'm trying to go in the trunk again. Just walk by it.
Got him!
Why is it when you do things on camera, it doesn't want to show, it doesn't want to do what it does all the time? It's crazy, right? But walking by, see, lights are flashing, things are trying to go in the trunk. And in most cases, it's not even the case. I'm just walking by the car, or I'm walking in between the cars in the garage, and see, it just beats again right now if you heard it. So it's a little bit too sensitive in my opinion, and as far as I know, there's not a way to adjust it, so it's either live with it or turn off the smart trunk feature. I lied. It hasn't even been 5 minutes and there's already another plane flying above me. All right, so number two, top two things I dislike about the Tucson that involve me getting in the car. So I'm gonna get in the car and start it up. This is what we're gonna show you guys. All right, the AC. Every single time I get in this car, that's the temperature it starts up at, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And it also constantly turns off the recirculation every time you start the car as well. Even when I'm driving along, it just shuts off. Unless I put the temperature all the way cold again. But even so, I can get out the car, leave it for a couple minutes, and as soon as I get back in, it's gonna go right back to 72 degrees Fahrenheit on its own. I did contact the Hyundai dealership about that. Apparently, that is just a standard setting from Hyundai, and my Kia does the exact same thing. But this is the first car I noticed it on, because obviously, we got this car first before I got my Kia. So I've been meaning to do this video for a while, as you can probably tell. But that is kind of one thing I dislike about it. It's constantly setting the temperature at its standard 72, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, and it doesn't matter if it's 90 degrees outside or 50 degrees, it'll always set it at that same temperature. Now the good thing about it is if you use the Blue Link app on your phone, and also the Kia Connect app for the Kia, you can set whatever it is you want to set the AC controls at to remote start the vehicle. You can turn the heated seats on and off, the defroster and all that. So at least you have that functionality. But as a standard, hop in the car, turn it on, it's at 72 degrees every single time. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Number three is not something I can physically show you because I do film my videos with my iPhone 13 Pro. But Hyundai Digital Key is not available for iPhone. It is only available for Android, which is kind of bummy because a lot of people have Apple, a lot of people have Android phones. So you would think and hope that there'll be something available across the board, but as of right now, as far as I know, and as far as the research I've been doing as of recently, it is still only available for the Android market. So what Hyundai Digital Key allows you to do is just like a Tesla. You don't even need to have your keys to access the car and even start the car. You can literally just have your phone with you. You go up near the phone, you put your phone near it to unlock it, boom, get in the car. You can start it up with the phone, all that. So that would be the Hyundai Digital Key that will be available for, unfortunately, only the Android market. It's not available for the iPhone. Hopefully they do come out with that because they are still producing these vehicles. So I would hope they would eventually make that available for the Apple market. Number four is back here again. And I've kind of really been just, I got mixed feelings about this right here. I have a lot, here we go. It's freaking beeping again to unlock the car. All right, let me do what I normally do. Just set the keys aside somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, this is one of the things I don't like. I kind of feel like they should have just kept the traditional Hyundai emblem on the actual body of the car itself. Instead, they just cut out a piece of the glass and just put the emblem in there and it's flat. Man, I was like, hold on. The truck's gonna open on its own again. I'm not touching anything. Watch, see? Exactly what I'm talking about. I get anywhere near the car, the back of it, and it's gonna open the trunk again. All right, so let me close the trunk. And let me just unlock the car because that's the only way it's gonna stop doing that. Just unlock it. All right, so let's unlock it. It's not gonna do it no more. Yeah, so I kind of feel this is a bit of a cheap design. They just kind of carved the emblem in the back window. This is flat. It's not even a real emblem. It's literally a piece of glass, or it might even be plastic. Actually, I don't know. I can't really tell. It's either glass or plastic. It's just like integrated into the glass. And to me, I personally don't really like it. I kind of got used to it now, but it really just kind of looks like a sticker on the back of the window from afar. Like, that doesn't really look original to me whatsoever. But I do like the fact that they kind of hid the rear wiper right underneath the spoiler. I mean, you can't really see it, but I'm right now touching the wiper blade. So that is kind of cool that they tucked it in like that. And last but not least, number five, I'm gonna get back in the vehicle again. So as you know, the vast majority of vehicles nowadays come with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging, which you can see down here. It's the wireless charger pad right here. This car, unfortunately, does not support wired Apple CarPlay. It's only wireless, as you can kind of see right there. That is the only way Apple CarPlay works in this car. Now, the wireless Apple CarPlay, to me, comes with a lot of disadvantages, especially when it comes to audio and video syncing. You could literally be watching something on your phone, obviously while you're stopped, you're not driving, watching a video on YouTube or whatnot, or you could just be playing music or whatnot, and there's such a delay between the music and the video. You could tap pause and the sound will keep playing for maybe 2 or 3 seconds before it catches up. So there's like a big delay with it being wireless. I know Bluetooth works the same way in a lot of cars as well. The Kia as well is a little bit behind, but having the wired CarPlay connectivity, one, your phone is always charging, just not gonna run a battery, streaming music or whatnot, or even using the GPS. It's direct connection, so you don't lose any lag. I mean, well, at least on most cars I've driven, USB direct connection, there's no lag to it. I know some of the older cars were like that, but a lot of the new ones I've been in so far, it's play. You press play, it plays. You press pause, it pauses. Like there's no lag, there's no delay or anything like that. So that is a disadvantage for this car, is that you can only use wireless CarPlay. I mean, of course, wireless CarPlay has its advantages. You don't have to have wires all over the place. And it's just as easy to use if it's wired. And even so, like, you can just put your phone in the wireless charger pad down here and just charge the phone that way as you're driving along using your wireless Apple CarPlay with the GPS, with Google Waze or whatnot. So personally, to me, I prefer wired and wireless if it's available. I know there are cars out there nowadays that do offer both. Unfortunately, this car only offers wireless, and my Kia only offers wired. But I'm not so worried about the wired only. I would just prefer this car to have that option as well. So something to think about as well if you do plan on purchasing a car like this, or most of all these Hyundai vehicles that have the, I believe it's called a Linux-based infotainment system. It's wireless CarPlay only, and then you have the wireless charger pad. But there's even cars that don't even offer wireless charging pads, even as new as 2023, like the Infiniti. Excuse me, allergies. But yeah, they don't offer that wireless charging as new as their cars. I guess they don't feel it's important for most people. But that just about wraps up my top 5 things I dislike about the 2022 Hyundai Tucson. Hope this was helpful information to you guys if you do plan on purchasing a car like this, and also did the 5 things I dislike about the Kia Stinger, if that's something you're interested in as well. Definitely can check out that last video. And I will definitely still be doing these likes and dislikes of cars. I will be doing the Infiniti, I will be doing the Acura, which thankfully I still have an Acura I can shoot a video with, because I know that's what you guys like. That's what really started the channel to begin with, was the Acura content. So if you guys enjoyed this, appreciate you guys. If you smash that like button, hit subscribe, share with your friends and your family. And like always, conversation, it's kind of muggy out here. But as always, this has been Jonathan Brother Reviews. Please enjoy your day and be safe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.